Yo, yo. Week 16. Whatever it takes. They said that my other fifth quarter got taken down because I got mad music playing in the background. But you know what? We'll fix that up just right. We're going to change that mad music and we're going to throw on different instrumentals. And we're going to rock out like that. How's that? Can't cancel me now, can you? It's instrumental playing. We don't want to hear that whack mad music anyway. But anyway, let's get down to business. We in week 16. I can do the week 15 recap. It's getting about that time, playoff time. You know, regular season, a lot of guys beat their chests, you know, saying they this, saying they that. But when the playoffs come, hands get tensed. Niggas get nervous. Heart start beating a little fast. You know, all of a sudden you extra busy. I mean, that's what happens when the playoffs come. You know, hands get sweaty, palms get sweaty. You gotta take that bathroom last minute break before the game start. This is what the playoffs make people do. Everybody ain't built for it. But we're gonna find out what's going on when these playoffs start. You know? We got regular season players and we got postseason players. Which one are you? We're gonna find out shortly. I know one thing, I'm seeing certain things going down in the league right now, and you got some guys that's hot like lava, and then you got some guys that's limping into the playoffs. But guess what? When the playoffs come, you better figure it out. But anyway, let's look into this week 15 recap and see what we had going on. We had Baby Boy Relly go against the Chargers. Chargers season's been done. He was just playing just to, you know, see what he could do, because this is the team that he got to compete with in the next season moving forward. So he got his work cut out for him. So I guess he wanted to dance with the number one seed over there, and he came up a little short. But you know what? Your job is to look at your weaknesses, build on it, come back stronger next season. Chiefs been balling all year. Shout out to you again, man. You just had a little baby girl. Congratulations. That's a beautiful feeling, man, to see a little you in the world. You know, that's a wonderful thing. So congratulations to you, man. You know, like I say, time to ball out now. Bring one home for your little one. You know. But you've been rocking and rolling all season. You can't come up short in the playoffs. You gotta at least make it deep. You can't go one and done, even with the bye. You know, AFC chip is minimum. So we'll see what happens when that big time, when that playoff come. We ain't got much longer to wait. That's for sure. Next we had Washington go against the Eagles. This is last week's recap. Washington took care of business against the Eagles. I was surprised to see the amount of points he won by. Eagles been playing pretty solid all season. He had a couple of tough losses that he had, but nevertheless, I didn't expect this. Washington been struggling themselves all year, but he seemed to click at the right time. So he got the job done 45-6, and he put himself in a position to have a big division game in week 16. Then we had Panthers and Bills. This is possibly a Super Bowl preview. Bills did pretty good, man. I mean, he lost 20-7. His offense let him down. But if I'm him, my defense, we played good. You only allowed 20 points. Because I'm here to tell you, the Panthers, they average 40 points a game. So if I'm Buffalo, we took one in the chin this week. But we got to make a few adjustments. And if we see him in the Super Bowl, we'll be ready. If I'm Buffalo, that's what I'm saying. This is a good loss for Buffalo. And I don't say that too often, but this is a good loss. And if I'm him, I'm definitely mad that I didn't get the win. But at the same time, I'm satisfied with the defense that we played. We just got to tweak some things on offense. Next, we had Cowboys and Giants. Huff been stepping this game up in the second half of the season. He took out Big Rico 55-21. Unfortunately for Huff, that slow start is killing him, because even how hot he's been, it's been the slow start that's having him a setback. But you know what? I always tell you, don't worry about just one season. build on something, move on to next season, and then you make that work. This is a franchise. This is not a one and done. Don't be mad. Don't be disappointed if you don't have success in one season. But you know what? You keep playing, you get them reps, and you come harder the next season. And right now, the Cowboys has been one of the hotter teams in the second half of this season. Then we had Ravens and Packers. Well, Green Bay starting to get cold at the worst time. You know, I always tell you, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't matter how you start, it's how you finish. And right now, Green Bay is one of them teams that if he gets to the playoffs, he limped in the playoffs. He got to turn things around. He got a last tough couple of games, and he definitely could find himself on the outs. After holding the playoff spot all year, there's nothing worse to being eliminated in the final week of the season. Green Bay right now is on the brink of that. He got to pull it together, and he got to make something happen. But he definitely got a taste of what that Baltimore offense is like. Ravens didn't hold back. They put up 49 points. Ravens is definitely one of the better teams right now in the league. He won like his last 5 games or something like that. He took out his nemesis, the Browns, the toughest team he had to worry about in that division. He swept them. Baltimore is on one right now, and I guess when I did the midseason report, I called them a pretender. I didn't call them a contender, and I know he remembered that, and I'm pretty sure he took that and that gave him bulletin board material. And guess what? He haven't lost a game since. Baltimore looked like one of them teams that's ready for the playoffs to start today if it had to. Then we had, wow, I didn't even know this. Dre lost to the 49ers. He hate me. Wow. Big game to lose. Falcons definitely was like one game behind Green Bay. Falcons definitely could have been controlling his own destiny, but he's losing at the wrong times. He hate me. I respect guys like this because their season is over, and guess what? They here to play spoiler, and that's what they doing. They say, yo, we got to go home. We taking somebody with us. 49ers, I respect your handle, bro. This is a good win right here. And like I said, the Falcons been putting up a lot of points this year themselves. And I know he's missing Pitts. That's a major injury for him. But still in all, man, his defense still gave up 47 points. So even if he couldn't put up a lot of points, his defense shouldn't have let you score 47. So if I'm the 49ers, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, yo, look, we need to play more like this going to next season. Next we had Rams and Seahawks. Seahawks got a taste of that Rams medicine. Seahawks got to know next season, this is one of the teams that he's going to have to deal with twice a year. 51-19 losses, can't tolerate that. You're going to have to make some adjustments, and you're going to have to make some adjustments fast because guess what? The Rams team is only going to get better. When we reboot, they just made a trade and got one of the top defensive linemen over there to go with Aaron Donald. So guess what? You're going to have to figure out a way how to counter what the Rams got going on. But right now, the Rams is definitely looking like one of them top teams in the NFC. They making noise over there, and they have something to say about people going to the Super Bowl. Good win for the Rams. Now we move to the week that we're currently in. This week right here, to top things off, we had the Titans go against 49ers. He hate me. Tried to pull off another one of the moments that he did against the Falcons, but he couldn't get it done. Titans won 24-10. I'm sure he'll take it. Right about now, if I'm the Titans, he ain't got nothing to play for. He's already in. He can't catch the number 1 seed. So if I'm the Titans, I'm not even playing my starters anymore. I mean, you got nothing to prove. You know, you're in the playoffs. Get ready to get locked and loaded. You one of them guys that's been screaming Super Bowl. Guess what? You can't go first round early exit. You're gonna have to show up. You're gonna have to have David Ruffin. That's his name, right? You're gonna have to have him ready. You know? But Titans been balling all year. I tip my hat to them. You know, he been making it do what it do. He's been running the ball down everybody's throat. And he's one of them teams that you know what he's gonna do. It's just a matter, can you stop it? Bottom line, he coming with Henry. He ain't holding back. He's gonna give him his touches. What can you do? Can you stop it? If not, it's gonna be a long game for you. So good win for this Titan team, not to drop the ball. Try to move into the playoffs with some momentum. Next we had Giants and Eagles. I don't know if this game is going on. No, before that, let me get to this. I didn't do the this is the predictions. I ain't do the predictions even though some games were played. Packers and Browns. This right here, big game for both. Big game for both. And what I mean by both, I mean exactly that. Both Browns and Packers. Browns cannot afford to lose this game. Browns are the number 7 seed right now. They got to pull this off by any means necessary. Now, I think the Browns will win this, but he going to have to win this. Sometimes we all can make the mistake of coming into the game feeling like we already won before we already played. So if I'm Cleveland, I got to handle my own business. I got to make sure I don't give him no chance for the steal one. So Cleveland have to take care of business. Green Bay, struggling at the wrong time. You going against the Cleveland team who knows they're the 7th seed, who knows they ain't got no wiggle room. They're going to try to come and get this game over in the first half. So if I'm Green Bay, I just want to be able to be in this game in the second half. If Green Bay could be in this game in the second half, he got a chance to pull off an upset. But I'm telling you now, Cleveland's going to come out throwing a knockout punch in the first quarter. So Green Bay is going to have to withstand that. And at the same time, they're going to have to punch back. You know, you can't just go on defense. Sometimes you got to go on offense just as much. So, interesting game right here because they both need this game badly. Because Packers he wasn't just worrying about the Falcons. He's worrying about the Cardinals. You know, he's worrying about the Lions. And might have been one other team that was on his back. I'm going to take Cleveland in this one. I think Murph will get the job done. I'm going to go Cleveland in this one. 34, Green Bay 20. Next we got Colts and Cards. Cards get the force. I already seen this. He already sent me a DM. Colts on vacation. Cards is getting over right now. Cards is sliding through the cracks. Y'all letting them slide through the cracks. I mean, y'all supposed to be on point. You know, y'all letting him slide through the cracks. He's one of them teams fighting for that last playoff spot. And listen, he's been sliding through. Hey, I can't help it. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. Next, Eagles and Giants. This game is look like it's being played right now, I guess. Give me Eagles. They got blown out last week. I think they'll bounce back and play with some pride this week. So I'm gonna take the Eagles to win this one. Although the Giants have been playing pretty good ball lately. So if the Giants win, to be honest, I really won't be surprised. But I'm gonna take the Eagles, but I think it'll be pretty close. But I'll take Eagles in this one, 27-23. Next we have Rams and Vikings. Rams won 17-3. Vikings, you have to know, this is one of the teams you could potentially be facing early in the playoffs. You only scored 3 points. That is definitely a concern. If I'm Minnesota, I definitely got to change that moving forward. The defense didn't play bad at all. I mean, Rams just put up 50 points last week. They only scored 17 this week. Defense played out their mind for Minnesota. But the Rams played even more out their mind on defense. So Minnesota going to have to make some tweaks. I mean, I don't know. Dalvin Cook didn't get no touches. I don't know if he got hurt. Don't know what happened, but nothing was positive for that Minnesota offense. Going to have to make adjustments. Listen, ain't too much time left. Playoffs is here. Playoffs is here. I told y'all I had nothing to play for because my season was over. But guess what? I kept playing my games because I was building and working on stuff for next season. For you guys that's in the playoffs, ain't no time for that. You got to have your game plan ready now. Playoffs is starting soon. I'm talking about real soon. Let's try this week soon. Playoffs will be starting this week. So you pretty much can't afford to go into the playoffs trying a new scheme. You got to have your scheme set. So you guys better tighten up. You know, this is for the big boys. The big boys in the playoffs is one and done. Ain't no tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But tough loss for the Vikings. You don't want your offense to start choking up at the wrong part of the year. Next we had Bills and Pats. DP, Love, Love it. Buffalo Bill, he been playing great ball all season. I told you, I had him as a contender to go to the Super Bowl over there in the AFC. He got some competition over there, of course. But I'm just saying, he ain't no slouch by any means. He been playing good ball all year. And at the end of the day, I don't see him just, if you're going to beat him, you're going to have to beat him. I don't see him beating himself. And that speaks volumes not to beat yourself. Because a lot of guys beat themselves. Buffalo, one of the things I learned about him is that he can lose, but you're going to have to beat him. You're going to have to take him out. But I like this Bills team. He got a dangerous offense over there. So I think he's going to be a problem for anybody in the AFC. And he got a blowout win against the Pats. And I'm not just saying that because he blew out the Pats. I'm just saying he's been consistent all year long. Next, we got the hottest team in the league, Carolina Panthers. Look, man. This guy been steamrolling everybody. You see this score 56-0. You would think the Bucs was a team that's not in the playoffs. This Bucs team in the playoffs. This Bucs team been playing good all year. This Bucs team is a good user, period. 56-0. Listen, man. Pearl, he's on one right now. Every league, he's doing phenomenal things. In AGS, he got the Bills undefeated. We in like week 10 or week 11. He ain't lose a game over there. I don't remember the last time he lost a game over here. He's on a real winning streak right now. And, man, the boy is hot like fish grease right now. You under dig? He taking out any and everybody that come in his path. I mean, that's why I said, I goes back to last week. Buffalo only gave up 20 points to him. Now, the Panthers defense played phenomenal. They only give up 7 points. But if I'm the Bills, seeing what he's been doing to everybody else, I'm taking that as a win. So, this Panther team, man, is going to be ruthless come playoff time. If you held my feet to the fire today and asked me who I think who going to win the bowl, I would have to go with the Panthers right now. Don't mean he going to win. Don't mean he even going to get to the bowl. But I'm telling you right now, man, the boy is hotter than fish grease. He's taking out anybody that come in his path on the road, at home. Good luck facing this Panther team, NFC, come playoff time. He's definitely on top of his game right now. Next, Lions, Falcons. I think Dre, I didn't know, Dre, you lost in week 15 as well to the 49ers. I think this one officially eliminated you, to be honest. Unless Green Bay still got a 1-game lead over you, then it might come down to the final week of the season. But it ain't just you anymore. It's the Cards also right there with you. So I got to look and see what's going on with that. But, man, tough loss. I think he still was out Pitts. That Pitts injury was major, big time. But, hey, welcome to the NFL. That's what it's about. Ain't nobody promised the whole season. You can get your best player hurt at the wrong time. So, Falcons dealing with that. But even besides that, the Falcons defense has been suspect all year long. He's been one of the good offensive tandems in the league with the receiver and tight end combo. But that defense been not good at all. And back-to-back weeks, he gave up a lot of points. Over 40 points back-to-back weeks. You can't do that. Even if you get to the playoffs, you can't feel confident going to the playoffs with that defense. So, at this point, Falcons know what they got to focus on in the offseason. That's defense. This Lions team, like I said, I expected Born Ready to have a playoff spot. Ain't working out, but I think he still got a puncher's chance to get in. But I still give him props because, again, he took this Lions team, and as you can see, he ain't no slouch. Season ain't go the way he would like, but it's only season 1. He'll be better. His team will be better next season than it was the first season. So, Born Ready's a problem. He'll continue to be a problem, and that's just adding more teams in the mix to come to the playoffs for next season. Then we had Chargers and Texans. Chargers won this game. Big game, James. He's still playing this game, getting them reps in, getting ready for next season. He took out the Texans 42-14. Good win for the Chargers. He's trying to cap his season off with a couple of last-minute wins to carry in the momentum to next season. Next, we got B-More and Bengals. This right here, probably game of the week. I'm saying probably because I don't know what else is there yet. Yeah, I'll say, even though that Washington Cowboys game was big too, but this Ravens and Bengals game, big time. Let me just let you know, they already played one time already. Guess who won? Bengals. Ravens lead the division by how many games? Only one game. So guess what? If the Bengals beat the Ravens, they got the same record. Or do they? No, they don't. Bengals hold a tiebreaker over the Ravens. So now, the pressure is on the Ravens. You know, don't get me wrong, the Bengals is trying to get in. He wants to get in. He lost last week to the Broncos. He needs, oh no, you know what? No, he's not one game anymore. He's now 2 games out. So yeah, he needs this one. He needs this one, and he needs the Ravens to lose week 17. So Bengals need help. He needed that game against the Broncos. Didn't work out for him. But you know, he definitely needs some help. And but before you worry about anything else, you got to handle your business. So Bengals, you at home. You already won the first one. Ravens is hot. Ravens know they lost to you. They coming. And they coming hard and they coming fast. Pause. Bengals, what you gonna do? Are you gonna step up, handle your BI? Are you gonna sweep the Ravens like the Ravens swept the Browns? Are you gonna come and let him know, yo, look, I'm a force to be reckoned with next season? You gotta show something. You gotta go out swinging. You can't let him come into your house and blow you out. That's what he's trying to do. He's gonna try to make a point. So we'll see. My prediction, I got the Ravens this time. I don't think the Bengals gonna sweep the Ravens. Ravens the hottest team. The hotter team out of the two. I think he'll get it done. Give me B more over the Bengals. 39-28. This game is set. We got the Bears. Listen, the Bears is open for next season. No, they're not. No, they're not. Correction. Somebody already took the Bears. I'll let it be known what team is. I'll let Bears is open. Packers are switching. Packers are switching to the Bears next season. So Green Bay will be open. So anybody want to switch? Anybody think about switching? Holla at me. As in right now, Packers is open, and that's that. Next, ain't no next. Chiefs get the force. Chiefs, you look like you probably will get the number 1 seed. I don't know how many games Broncos behind you, but if he's 1 game behind you, and y'all gotta play 1 more, gotta win that game, bruh. Can't be number 1 seed all year, only to give it up in the final weeks of the season. Don't get me wrong, getting in the playoffs is what matters, but that bye week, home field advantage on this Madden, priceless. So, get ready for a battle coming up. Next, Broncos and Raiders. Carnage. I think he's 1 game behind the Chiefs. He got to play the Chiefs 1 more time. I don't know if it was week 17 or week 18. Not sure. But BJ been taking 1 on the chin all year. But what I respect about him is that he's been doing just that. He's been taking it. He's been taking it on the chin. No quitting, no crying, no complaining, no nothing. And I respect that. And I keep telling guys like BJ, you guys like BJ who's getting familiar with the league and things like that, just keep playing. I guarantee you, the more you play, game by game, the better you gonna get. Just stick with it. Don't let your confidence waver. Don't let the morale go down. Just keep rocking. Keep playing. You'll get better. Believe me. Next, Washington and Dallas. This was a big game. Although the score shows that one team came into this game focused more than the other. Dallas came into this game the hotter team, but Washington threw some water on that fire. Washington took care of business. I believe this game right here will put Washington in position to win the division. Listen, I said it before and I say it again. Money Mascot had a slow start this season. He's had the type of season that you're not used to seeing. Under 500 or at 500, things like that. But I'm telling you, when the playoffs come, ain't no records. It's your team against his team. Money Mascot is the type of player that can take out anybody on any given Sunday. So if he got this team clicking at the right time, he's going to be a pain. He's going to be a problem to deal with. We'll see what happens, because this season so far, Washington looked good, and then they lose. You know, wasn't that long ago, Washington's whole morale was on the floor. But you know what? A couple of wins will make you feel different. A playoff win will make you feel hella different. So we'll see. But great win for Washington. I think this was the final blow to that Cowboys season. Huff, I respect your handle. You had a terrible start. You start off the season like 0-6 or something like that, and you came back and you bounced back strong, man. You had a strong second half. You pulled off a nice winning streak. And if your season is over mathematically, yo, man, nothing to hold your head down about. You got upgrades. You built this team up to come back better next year, and that's what you do. You come back better next year. Dolphins and Saints, don't think this game will get played. But I would take the Dolphins to win this anyway. Dolphins, I think, currently is the 5th or 6th seed over there in the AFC. He definitely got something to play for, because the Bengals is the only team that can get in. But at this point, any team that hold a playoff spot, all they got to do is win, and you're in. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. So, as y'all can see, we just did the recap. We did the predictions. Now it's time to look at the let's look at the playoff picture real quick. If the playoffs started today, ain't too much different than what it was last week. Panthers #1 seed. Green Bay right now, you number 7 seed still. But if you lose this game, which I'm about to check, I think you out of that 7th seed. I think it might be the Cards that hold it, because Falcons, they dropped their last 2. They ain't doing themselves no favors. Rams and Vikings, y'all two just played 17-3. Rams beat the Vikings. Vikings, you know you're going to have to come in and have a better offensive scheme than what you did in the first meeting. Washington and Bucks. Bucks just got humiliated by the Panthers. I actually would take Washington in this game if they play right now. So, like I said, like you see, Brown's 7th seed, he got to win this game against Green Bay. Plain and simple. Buffalo, Miami. Trey Dog. Buffalo's a problem. You know that because you split with him so far this year. So this would be a tough matchup for both of y'all, honestly. Ravens and Broncos. Bap already took out Carnage so far this year. They only played once. Bap got the win. But guess what? If I win the playoff matchup, who cares about the regular season loss? Playoff matchups matters way more than regular season. But if I'm Bap, I'm coming into this playoff game feeling like, yo, we beat you once, we can beat you again. So he actually would come into this game with more confidence than the Broncos. But who I would take if they play today in this one, I think I would take the Ravens. I just like the way they're playing all around right now. They already beat the Broncos once. So interesting matchups if these things played out. And to be honest with you, I don't see these seedings changing too much. I mean, maybe like a 7th seed moving out of it and then somebody else coming in, but for the most part, I think this is pretty much it. What you're looking at right now, that's what it's pretty much going to be. Now let me just look at the standings and see what's going on over there. NFC, really, because AFC, the Bengals the only team that could catch anybody. He's 8-6. Murph is 9-5. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Brown still got his work cut out for him. Bengals, you got a big, that's what I said, you got a big game against the Ravens. Forget the division. You want to get in the playoffs. You want to get that wild card. So you lose this game to the Ravens, you drop to 7 losses. Don't mean you out, but then you need the Browns to lose out, and that's pretty tough to root for somebody to do. So you got to handle your handle. NFC Packers got the number 7 seed. They 8-6. Cards 7-7. Dre, you're not out, bruh. You got 8 losses. You're not out. You lost 4 in a row. That is killing you big time. You definitely would have a playoff spot, but for right now, that is hurting you big time, homie. You got 4 losses in a row, and with that being said, for you to still have a chance to get in, you have to finish this season on the winning streak. You have to win your last. What we got? We in week 16, so you got 2 games left. You got to handle your business, bro. This is it. It's game time. Pits, no pits. You got to make it happen. You have to cook up something quick that you gonna have to listen. You know when you thought you was gonna have a certain type of meal, and you realize you ain't got certain recipes to put together that meal, and you got company coming over. You gotta now make something else at the last minute. That's what you might have to do, Dre. No pits. Whatever scheme you've been running, when you had pits, you might have to call an audible. You're gonna have to run with something else to get something else done till he come back. Because even though you ain't have pits, your defense been giving up over 40 points these last couple of games. So that means even if you have pits ain't playing on defense. Your defense gonna have to step up. But nevertheless, you're still in the race. You only got 8 losses. A lot of guys got 8 losses. Let me tell you something, man. This race is very interesting because I'm pretty sure a lot of these teams gonna play each other the last 2 weeks of the season. Green Bay plays Cleveland this week. He lose, that's 7 losses. Then it goes to Cardinals, Jeter, because Jeter's the team that's behind them. So Jeter is next up in line behind Green Bay. So what I need to do is I need to look at to see who play who. And I ain't even gonna look at everybody. I'm going to look at Green Bay, Arizona, Falcons, and even the Eagles. Now, let's go take a look. Let's see who got who. You know, let's not just talk about it. Let's see what's what. Let's start with the Falcons. Dre Day, you play Buffalo. Man, tough game. Tough game, Dre. He's one of the top seeds over there in the AFC. Tough game. Yeah, you'll get a win here, but this win right here, this loss right here will officially, and I mean officially, do you in. You lost to the Niners. That hurt. And the reason why I'm singling the Niners out, because that's the only team that's under 500. And the Lions was under 500, but you already know how Born ready to give it up. So yeah, man. You got your work cut out for you. If I'm you, I'm cooking something up in that kitchen right now. Cards. Let's see what you got. Your last 2 games. You got Colts. That's a win. You got Cowboys. That should be a win. But Cowboys been playing good ball, so that can go either way. And then you got Seahawks. Not a bad 3-game stretch for you, G. Not a bad 3-game stretch for you at all. So far, you in a good position to handle your handle. I don't like Dre's position at all. Eagles. You got 8 losses. You need help. But let's see who you got. You got Money Mascot. And then you got Huff. 2 tough games for you. Not a good sign. But let's look at the guy who currently holds the 7th seed. Packers. You got Browns. Then you play Rocket. Then you play Born Ready. You can easily lose all 3 of these games. Packers. But 1 game at a time. Focus what's ahead of you, not after them. Focus what you got to do at the moment. Right now, you got the Browns. You worry about Vikings later. But I ain't gonna lie, you got a tough 3 games to close out the season. Right now, Cards is looking like he's in prime position to get that final wild card spot. But Huff, you got a chance to do work. You got a chance to do damage. So very, very interested final few weeks of the season. And we're gonna see what's happening sooner than later. Playoffs will be here. Yeah, more playoff talk coming on the next 5th quarter. And we're going to get the playoffs started this week. And, you know, that's it. We're getting ready to move on. We're going to see who's going to do what. But I'll see y'all in the next 5th quarter. I'm gone.